morning, and it really made me think a lot. The world doesn't care. It never has, and probably never will. And when I say the world, I mean these big companies and these Western governments. They really don't give a gringo shit about what's going on, because they're the ones causing it. But let me give you a short history about Congo and what's been happening. In 1908, Congo was given to one man, King Leopold II. And this man was responsible for killing around 15 million Congolese people. After a lot of condemnation from the international community, he later gave back the country to Belgium, and the suffering continued. In 1960, Congo fought for its independence, led by Patrice Lumumba. If you are from Africa, you probably have heard about this name. And we elected Patrice Lumumba as our first prime minister. After only a few months of his election, he was later taken by the Belgian government as well as the CIA from the US. They took him to Katanga, and that's a province in Congo. They shot him. After killing him, they buried him, but he was later exhumed. They dismembered his body and dissolved it in acid. This was all to hide the traces of his murder. The only thing the DRC got from Belgium of our hero was his gold tooth. Everything else, as you can imagine, was dissolved in acid. He was not properly buried, and that passed. After killing him, they installed Kasavubu, who was their puppet, who allowed them to continue doing whatever they wanted in the country. After 5 years, they removed him. They installed the dictator Mobutu, who took over and led the country for over 30 years in power. He was later removed as well by war, and that was the start for the suffering that the DRC is still going through until today. Since 1996, it has been a war non-stop. And all this is happening in the eastern of Congo. Do you know why? Because that's the provinces, or that's the areas that have all the minerals they need, like cobalt, coltan, tin, and many other minerals that you can't find anywhere else. Congo has the biggest reserve of cobalt and coltan, which are being used to make your phones, to make your EV cars, to make all these electronics that you see. So yeah, we know they don't care, because if they cared, they wouldn't have done what they've been doing. Since colonialism, Congo has lost over 30 million people, 15 under colonialism under King Leopold II, and the rest since 1996. And you know how many people 30 million is? What about 10 million only? Many countries in the world don't have even the population of 10 million. That's how bad the situation in Congo is. And that's how much suffering that many governments, many of your governments, are causing to Congo because of their greedy needs to get richer, to have more, and that costs lives. Kids are dying in the mining areas every day. Women are being sexually assaulted every day, and no one is there to save us. And we know that, but doing these kind of videos is not really to raise awareness to these big governments or these powerful countries. We know they're the ones causing this. We're doing this for regular people, people who still care, people who can do something to help. So yeah, we know that. We know they don't care. This comment is too accurate.